Welcome back, everybody. It's the first morning of the year, or at least the first morning that I've tried to come outside and cook a breakfast without a jacket. So I've been traveling a lot, been down in Florida, been in Texas. Hopefully you are enjoying my Let's Give It a Try videos on Blackstone social media. Please, folks, get over there to Blackstone social media. That's where most of my creative efforts go these days. And I love it. It is a dream come true. Seriously, I'm petitioning you, did I say that right? To get over there and please watch those videos, give them thumbs up, give them likes. We are fishing on the Atlantic Ocean. We're fishing in the Gulf of Mexico. We're all across the western United States. Filming in Florida a couple weeks ago, having a blast. But I wanted to give you some big news today because, guess what? Drum roll, please. The Griddle tour is back. This wasn't planned. Let me move some things aside here. Let me grab my custom Let's Give It a Try mug. Shout out to Rich Testa, by the way. Love the mug, my friend. Got some orange juice here. Gonna put on my reading glasses, and we are gonna go through the Griddle tour date itinerary. This might change. If you are following me, which I hope you are over at that Blackstone social media, you would see that I made a big announcement about a week ago regarding the tour. And I said that these dates were pretty much set in stone, give or take a few percentage points of air margin, and of course that did happen. I was 3 or 4 days later, one of my tour managers told me, "Oh, we accidentally gave you the wrong list, so do not shoot the messenger." So here we go, folks. Do you like the way I look with my reading glasses? Getting old, just turned 49. This old, what's that song? The Statler Brothers? Ain't gonna need this house no longer, ain't gonna need this house no more. I haven't even haven't even had anything to drink yet. There we go. All right. So the tour list, and this might change a little bit. Look for Blackstone's official announcement. Is going to be May 20th. Mooresville, North Carolina. First time ever Lowe's. That's right. Lowe's. First time ever at a Lowe's. May 20th. May 21st. Huntersville, North Carolina. Walmart Supercenter. These are all going to be, so we have Lowe's and then Walmart Supercenter in whatever I said, Huntersville. The next day, May 22nd, Concord, North Carolina. And then the next day, the 23rd of May, in Albemarle, North Carolina. Those are all in that Charlotte region. Very excited to get down there and do it up with the one and only Michael Young in that market. So then we're jumping up to, this is a modified tour this year. Shorter, obviously. Bear with us with everything that's going on. Lots of restrictions, lots of hoops, lots of bells and whistles, lots of T's to be crossed, lots of I's to be dotted this year to get back on the road. But we are excited to bring back the Griddle tour. Then we go to Virginia, up to that Roanoke, Lynchburg area that we love so much. And then I've done definitely a record amount of demos in, let's see, May 28th, Radford, Virginia. May 29th, Christiansburg, Franklin Street. This is my 7th or 8th demo there. And May 30th, Roanoke, Virginia. So, again, I'm not going to give you the exact store locations here, but just, write it down in case you want to. Also note that this year we're not doing aprons. We're going to do a really cool Griddle 2021 Griddle Tour limited edition hat. So I think it's going to be, don't hold me to this, but I think it's going to be the first 20 people that VIP sign up. And where do you VIP sign up? I don't know yet, so stay tuned for that. Don't ask me for that. I'll let you know as soon as I know. And the first 20 or so, I think, are going to get the free hat this year, which is sweet, designed by Jared Christofferson, our designer. And stay tuned for that. Let's see, next June 10th, it's going to be a Lowe's date. That is no, that's wrong. I jumped ahead. I apologize, folks. Told you, no plans here. Just wanted to get this done. June 3rd, Grove City, Ohio. First time ever for the Griddle tour in Ohio. I have demoed in Ohio, up at Avon. but first time for Griddle More Tour. So June 3rd, Grove City, Ohio. June 4th, Columbus, Ohio. That's going to be Georgesville Row. June 5th, we're going to go to another store, I think West Pointe Plaza in Columbus, Ohio as well. June 10th, a Lowe's date to be determined somewhere. June 11th, back to Walmart Supercenters. They're all Walmart Supercenters, unless I tell you otherwise, like with the Lowe's dates. So June 11th, Woodstock, Illinois. June 12th, Sterling, Illinois. June 13th, Plano, Illinois. June 17th, Greenville, Michigan. First time ever in Michigan. Last year was canceled. June 18th, Charlotte, Michigan. Then we go to Indiana, June 25th, Angola, Indiana. June 26th, Kendallville, Indiana. June 27th, Auburn, Indiana. July 1st, a Lowe's date to be determined. July 2nd, Palmyra, Pennsylvania. That's where I was born. Not in Palmyra. I was born in Pittsburgh, but my home state of Pennsylvania. We're finishing up the tour there. And by the way, folks, I had no say. So don't think that I'm being prejudiced against you or that I'm mad at you because we didn't go to your state. Don't get angry because we didn't go to California. I love going to Fresno, man. It is, as far as I'm concerned, Fresno is griddle capital. This is the way things worked out this year. And July 3rd, Harrisburg. I'm just very thankful that we're having a tour. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, July 3rd. And July 4th, we are finishing up the tour and doing a demo in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania as well. So there we go. Those are the tour dates, approximately 23 cities or so. And with that, let's cook some breakfast. I didn't prepare anything. I just love showing you how easy it is to cook food on the Blackstone Griddle. I grabbed things out of the refrigerator and the freezer. And this is not the way that I would do breakfast every day, but it is the way that I'm doing breakfast today. We have some hash browns frozen, the Walmart Southern style, okay? Sometimes I'm using the shredded dry kind that you rehydrate. A lot of times I'm cutting up my own potatoes, but today, again, just showing you what I'm going with. This is what I have. So we have those, a half open bag of those. We have a red onion that was out of the fridge. As you can see, nothing's been tainted. Nothing's been touched here. A half used red bell pepper. We have cilantro here. Bacon, half of a package of bacon. That's the rest of my cilantro right there. Eggs, some crema, and all out of the fridge, nothing planned. Some of the tortilla land, uncooked tortillas. Oh yeah, there's some garlic here as well, and some Cholula chili garlic, of course. Blackstone's brand new 7-inch chef knife. Okay, here we go. So fresh garlic. You know me, I'm all about garlic paste, but today it happens to be fresh garlic. Why is that? Because I think I ran out of garlic paste, and like I said, I'm showing you how easy it is to do this without planning, okay? So let's go ahead and peel that garlic. In fact, I shouldn't have my gloves on because from the get-go, peeling garlic, there we go, with gloves on is not very easy. Thankfully, we have a nice breeze this morning. There we go, we're letting that, yeah, come on, letting that blow away in the wind. Real life here today, folks. There we go. So there's my garlic. There's that cilantro for the end. Let's grab my red bell pepper that I talked about. Let me just sit down here. My red bell pepper. Here we go. And making a little hash, a simple hash here. So we'll go ahead and slice this up. And like so. Then we'll go ahead and we'll dice this into little hash-sized portions. Mince or dice. I'll just try to go a little bit smaller than what my hash brown is. So let's see. I'm going to do a rough, very, very rough chop on this like so. Let's go ahead and use up this pepper so I don't have to put it back in the refrigerator again today. Hopefully you're enjoying this, folks. So please BlackstoneProducts.com. From there, you go to Blackstone's Facebook. From there, you go to Blackstone's YouTube. And from there, you go to Blackstone's Instagram. My Let's Give It a Try show. Seriously, it is everything I ever dreamt I would be doing with Blackstone Griddles as far as my YouTube channel goes. And this is sort of the overflow, the unplugged version over here. But please, 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 I don't want to say it enough. Or I do want to say it enough. I want to beat it into the ground. Get over there and watch it, man. Come on. You are missing out. I get people here all the time that comment, hey, Todd, have you ever done this? Why, yeah, I just did it last week on Let's Give It a Try. So get over there and watch it. I'll try not to mention it again. Okay, red onion. Regardless of what some people say, I still like to put red onion in cooked dishes. You know, it looks good in all these cold things like pico de gallo and salsa, but I love to have it in things that I cook as well. Okay, and there's the potatoes right here. I think we're ready to go over to the griddle. And speaking of the griddle, Blackstone 36-inch air fryer combo. This thing burns super, super hot. So I'm going to be on kind of lowish today. And does that mean that you need to be on lowish? Absolutely not. Maybe you have a 22-inch griddle, maybe you have a 17-inch with one burner, and you need to crank that thing up. This produces an insane amount of heat. Plus, I'm running the wind guards on here, so I know that low on here, low up to medium on a normal day where it's not crazy winds or weather, I'm going to get some extremely high heat. Anytime I come over to a griddle that I've just turned on, hear that highway noise or the car noise over there, that's real time, baby. I always put oil on it because I always feel that that's why my griddle tops tend to look better than some people's, because I'm always oiling it before and after. It's a great trick I learned over the years. You always want to oil before and after you're cooking on your griddle. You got extra gunk on there that you need to remove, go ahead and trim it off. I forgot to bring a griddle scraper out here with me today, but I think we'll be able to manage with a spatula. There we go. Just get all that extra gunk off there. Bacon, Blackstone Griddle cutting board. This is bacon that I used. I was developing a recipe for the tour last week, and some extra right brand bacon. Definitely my favorite for sure. It's just the best. Some of the stuff you buy in the store, some of the bacon is not very good, but right brand bacon is incredible. We're going to go ahead and just slice like so, little pieces. And you don't have to say it like that. You don't have to say little pieces, but I'm going to say it like that. Okay. I'm going to go like this. A lot of people comment about the way I chop or whatever. Hey, it's the way I chop. Plus I have arthritis in my hands from all the years of keyboard work and drumming. I was a drummer for several decades. And so I don't have a lot of hand strength, even though I exercise and I work out and stuff. When it comes to like the fine dexterity, you might see me making some weird grips sometimes and kind of choking up on knives and stuff, and it's kind of what I have to do to make do. So there we go with the bacon down on the griddle top. Alright folks, here, what do we got going on now? Let's take those, you like that by the way? Blackstone orange spatulas. Okay, then immediately I'm going to grab those hash browns. These are frozen, so I won't start them with the bacon. And the reason why I won't is I don't want to stop the cooking of the bacon. But I am going to put them over here on the side, get them cooking in their own right, if you will. And then when that bacon is just about done, I'll combine it with the potatoes, or maybe more like 75% done. Alright, here we go. Hash browns. Bacon. We can wait a little bit on our fresh ingredients because the main two cats we need to skin here are frozen potatoes and raw bacon. Okay, the bacon looking really nice. I'll zoom in when it gets a little closer to being done. And potatoes going to instantly start to cook. I'll immediately go in with oil. Potatoes, always a huge point of concern for people. People always sending me messages. There we go. People always sending me messages saying, Todd, do you soak your fresh potatoes first? Do you thaw your... You cook your potatoes until they're done. That's what you do. So watch me here today. This isn't planned. I'll show you how to get those potatoes to look beautiful. The key is, if they're not crispy enough, you haven't cooked them long enough. So we'll see if we can do it. Bacon is actually looking really nice. I'm going to turn a middle burner down now, folks. One of the things I like about cooking on the Blackstone, I can turn, look at there, I turn 2 middle burners down. I can turn burners down when I'm not using them. Because we still have a giant plate of steel, we're still conducting a ton of heat here. Bacon looking good. Blackstone's taco fajita seasoning. A lot of people, like me, were bummed out when Walmart didn't pick it up this year because Walmart had so many other new seasonings in Blackstone's line. But I believe you can buy this over at Lowe's. They have a different version of it this year. But speaking of seasonings at Walmart, you're going to want to pay attention because we got 4 brand new seasonings coming out exclusively to a limited number of Walmarts next month, I'm told. So if I think of it here in a second, I'll show them to you. Okay, there's the bacon. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab that garlic here. We're going to put it down here in the middle of the griddle. Grab my spatula. There's some more of that skin here. Maybe chop that garlic up a little bit. There we go. With the bacon. So garlic and bacon mixed up together. Then immediately we're going to go down with that red onion and that red bell pepper. The bacon is probably, I would say, in that 70%, maybe 80% done range. So that bacon grease is hot, blazing hot, and that garlic, onion, bell pepper immediately going to saute up in there. Okay, that stuff here is going to sit aside for now. We're going to bring those potatoes, which are frozen potatoes, over here in the middle so we can see them better. Hopefully, there we go. Okay, now I can shift all this stuff over here to the right. And we'll resituate my burners. I love working on a griddle like this with a lot of burners. Okay. So my phone's ringing. We'll just ignore that. That's real life here. Let's see. What is it? Oh, it's a, I believe it's my auto mechanic because we took the van in to get it some diagnostics done this morning. So I'll call them back. Let's see here. I'm going to put a little bit of water in here just to generate a ton of steam and get these potatoes cooking big time. So the family van had to take in, there's a rear issue in there. I think it might be something around the rear differential. So trying to get diagnostics done on our family van. All right. Real time, folks. Real time. Let's grab a glass of that orange juice. Open our griddle, see where we're at. Okay, those are looking good. I'm going to turn all the burners back up onto high heat again. And now we are going to do what a lot of people don't like to do. We're going to taste something because we need to see. Cooking on the griddle is pretty interactive. We're going to pick one of these up, put it in the mouth. Just about thawed, but not crispy yet. Alright, so to make that crispy, what I'm going to do, one trip, it's a trip, I guess. This is a trip. I almost said tick. No, we're not in South Carolina. No ticks, no chiggers here. I'm in Colorado. A tip, there you go. Use that bacon grease. Bring it on over here. Look at that gorgeous color. Hopefully you can see that, by the way. Yeah, I think that's showing up. And we're going to use that to try to help to get those potatoes nice and crispy. Let's give this a try over here off camera, see where we're at. So, Still needs to get a little more crispy. The potatoes aren't crispy. You probably want to add a jalapeno to this. I'm fresh out of fresh jalapeno. I've got some other stuff I can use, but just know that. Throw a jalapeno in there. Throw a serrano in there. So throw some fresh green chili. I know that I'm going to be using some hot sauce at the end, so I'm good for my spice level. But let's get those crispy, because they're not crispy. Okay, I'm going to lay those out again. You want to get them crispy, lay them out flat like this, okay? Now they look beautiful. You always want to watch it. It's a visual cooking. You don't want to burn things, and you don't want these things to turn, you know, black and look disgusting. So lay them out, move them around a lot, and get those things crispy. If you want to, if you need to spice it up a little more, you know, a little more taco fajita wouldn't hurt. Okay, let's go in with my other stuff here. My eggs. Eggs, big recommendation if you like the brown organic eggs, Sam's Club and Costco. Only place to buy them. Definitely the cheapest place to get large brown organic eggs. So let's grab a couple here. This is where you guys and girls can watch my egg cracking technique, which is lousy. So go ahead and leave your comments below. It doesn't hurt me. Again, small hands, weak hands. Something as simple as cracking an egg you take for granted until you lose that dexterity in your fingers, you know, when you get older. Alright, move this stuff here. Doesn't that look pretty, by the way? Doesn't the hash brown mixture look pretty? Okay. Let's go over here. Grab our eggs, grab a little bit of oil. And crack one here and see what happens. There's one, two, three. I'll always season my eggs with something. Typically it's just salt and pepper. I don't have salt and pepper out here. I'll grab some at the end maybe, but a little bit of that taco fajita again. And a lot of times you don't necessarily need it, although salt really helps, but it's that color contrast too. It's so important. Let's see, so we have some eggs. We'll monitor those. You can see those are immediately starting to set up, by the way. Look at that. Immediately starting to set up. Hash brown casserole. Hash brown casserole. Hash mixture. Looking good. And you can see, hopefully, without me zooming in, that they are starting to get crispy. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Move them around. Use that spatula. This isn't baking. You're not just putting things in your oven and letting them sit there for 45 minutes at a precise temperature. You're moving things around to get the desired finished result. Okay? Let's go in for those eggs. Look at there, setting up beautifully. You can move those around, see? Move them around. I could flip this and go over easy, over medium if I want to. Look at that, okay? Gorgeous. It's a well-seasoned griddle right there. Now let's go in with some tortillas. I don't have my tortilla warmer out here with me. I left it in the Blackstone van. So we have raw, uncooked tortillas here. So my tortilla warmer, just pretend that I have a tortilla warmer. You definitely want to use a tortilla warmer if you can. Pretend that I have one here, okay? Make sure you have plenty of oil on your griddle top. Throw the tortillas down, and we're looking for a slight amount of color and some bubbling, and we'll flip these when necessary. Raw tortillas if you can. Otherwise, don't use raw. You see me all the time. A lot of times I'm not using raw because I don't have raw tortillas on hand, but today it just so happens that I have raw tortillas. If you're watching it, this is just a snapshot of what I have going on today in my life. I think the hash brown casserole is absolutely perfect, by the way. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to go ahead and pull that aside. Tortilla's looking good. No camera trickery here, folks. Look at that. Gorgeous. Let me grab a container, disposable aluminum down here. We'll grab those hash browns right here and check these tortillas one more time. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Same thing there. Okay. Continuing on with our hash. A lot of people want to see the recipe, or they want to see me cook in real time, and that's what we're doing. We're cooking here in real time. Tortillas, those are done. I don't want to get these things crispy like a tortilla chip. I just want to get them warm. Look at that, pliable. Hopefully that's coming through on the camera. These eggs are probably going to be just about done as well. So tell you what we'll do, we'll grab this camera, come on over here so you can see me. We'll come over here so you can see me doing this in real time. There's our cilantro. Let's grab those tortillas right there. Put them over here in the corner. There's our eggs, and there's our hash brown mixture as well. So let's grab, I think the eggs are good. Grab those hash browns. Bring them over here. Got us a pretty platter, folks. So, nice plate right there. Yeah, that probably looks a little more pleasing to your eye. I'm going to put those hash browns down here in the middle, like so. Okay. Grab those eggs, which, right there, look at that. Eggs looking right nice. Grab another egg right here. I'll set my other 2 eggs aside. Over here. Alright, my griddle is now empty. Tortillas, let's grab that. Yeah, let's see, I use the knife for, here we go, pocket knife, real time. Gonna be crude with the pocket knife, friends. But we're gonna go ahead, chop up some cilantro. Some people like their cilantro leaves intact. I don't know, I'm more of a chopped cilantro guy myself. Call me crazy. Let's see, what way looks good to you? That probably looks okay. Sprinkle a little bit of cilantro on there, like so. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, what else here? We have our crema, as promised here. That's Mexican sour cream, and that is the way to go. All I can say is that. Put a little bit of that crema. Come on, crema. On my dish. Come on. Maybe one more. Come on. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the drizzle. And then last but not least, let me fan these tortillas out so they look nice. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. My, I forget what it's called. Cholula chili garlic. Let me zoom in for this. Cholula chili garlic, like so. Okay. And take a look at that. One last look at that thing before I jump in there and devour it. Let's give it a try. Certainly hoping that everything looks as good on camera as it does here in person. Gonna grab a half of one of those eggs. Gonna grab some of that hash brown casserole. What am I calling it, a casserole? My goodness. It's it's not a casserole. Some more of my Cholula chili garlic. I might even go in for a little extra crema. Again, this is where I would add green chili. I have green chili down in the basement in our pantry, but none here. Look at that, friends. It's amazing. The new sweet, where we at? The new sweet maple, the new pineapple sriracha. Look for that in one of my videos coming soon. The new hatch chili and cheddar. Look for that in a future video as well. And the brand new buffalo blue. So there we go, friends. You can see I have one of the Blackstone Griddle tents right over there. So look for more information on the Griddle More Tour, on the 2021 Griddle More Tour soon. This has been a blast. I hope that you enjoyed it today. BlackstoneProducts.com, Blackstone Facebook, Blackstone YouTube, etc. And until next, anything else that I need to report? I can't think of anything right now, but I'll try to get back with a video as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and in all things I do, praise the Lord.